Ka Trinamool Congress ka long ka Khreh nam taban yakun election MDC syaka Karo Hills Autonomous District Council habakran chiklat patikubon matakasngi ka siphotarik u kla langkot aja pundeu unoilam geleng persya breu UMRI ka TMC Dr. Mugusangma ulang baga parti kalong ka Pynkhreh yakun election syaka KHADC bat lakmi lenti baka soka kan penbenano maldo election ulang baga parti ka adap court application yaki gertong ibadan ka jingtrang ban yakun election MDC u Dr. Mukul ang baga parti kan siyang bisyal bah ya ukutong ha syua bagan penyakun nama baga kendon yang ka sik katan sidul yang gerti sesya kari kam trekam ha district council hol ka jing pem trekam ka GHADC hani ki kindet senem ba deb Dr. Mukul ang ba kumnu ka GHADC kan trekam ha ba kinong trei kimshim la yo tulop hadu sau phulai sau benai bar kani kampat juji ha ka history jong jela u Dr. Mukul ang baga soka klayam mau mensua kam ju muslia ya ka executive committee ha ka district council nama pergi buram ya ka sensial pai ba ula pernap ba ka dei ka pol bagi pai ba ka dei ban jet ba ya kinong mi khamat ban pen ba ban ra biang ya ka buram jong ki autonomous district council ha ka ju pol wa kan tho ro ya ka ni soka ba ka parti ka badon ha ka bor halo ka jing bom sim ki ha ka bedai ber ka jing jong ki district council halo ka jing khanra ya ka enforcement directorate ya ka office ka IPAC hakal kata Dr. Mukul ong ba ka TMC mikhaya hadenu ahajal apply ka rai ban kam don ni dai shu bat ka IPAC namal ba ka parti wa ban ngam jeliu bat syani hakinong tre jong ka parti
the government notifies the election immediately because as you are aware last year the election was held in March ending April and the term that is usually the 5-year term is closing now. It has become necessary for all the political parties to definitely prepare for the election and TMC is participating. The party has already invited applications from aspiring candidates and there are certain internal discussions we are embarking upon. We are continuing this discussion and we will definitely have a strategy in respect of this GHADC election. It is very important for us to understand the political dynamics that unfold after every election in respect of autonomous district council. Because unlike in the state legislature and the parliament, the provision of the 10th schedule does not apply to the members of the autonomous district council. Therefore, it has become very necessary for the political party, as far as we are concerned, to look at people who are connected with the core values, with the true spirit of joining politics and being in public life to serve the people and protect the interests of the people and the state. That must be the priority. So we will have exhaustive exercise to zero down on such people, because you have seen in the past, many of our elected members of the district council were victims of poaching, political poaching. It has become more frequent and more aggressive than ever before, which is a concern for every citizen. It just nullifies the mandate. It just is in contradiction and the defeat of the mandate that people keep. Therefore, in the true spirit of our democracy, every political party, I believe, must understand, though despite the absence of the provision of 10th schedule, to value and respect the mandate of the people. We have done so in the past. I have led by example. You will recall, if you reconnect with the past, that every time when there was a mandate in respect of Ghadc Autonomous District Council or KHADC or JHADC, we have, while being in power, while we had the privilege of running the state government, we have never tried to topple any executive committee in Autonomous District Council. Because we adhere to the core values of democracy. We understand understand that the responsibility of leaders who lead the political parties must understand the values associated with our democratic system and respect the mandate of the people. And this is precisely what we have done. We could have toppled all those ECs which were led by other political parties while we were in government. We did not do it. In respect of Ghadc Autonomous District Council, you will see, even though we were in the government, ECs were led by NPP. In 2000, I believe it was 16, yes, 16 or 15, it was led by Mr. Dinam T. Sama as the CEM. Subsequently, similar thing happened. So we respect the mandate of the people, but in view of what is the prevailing situation in respect of the ADCs, it has become necessary for the people of the state to come together. Even as I say that it is the need of the hour for people to come together in restoring the glory of ADCs and restore the power that they can befittingly respond to their call of duty in as far as the responsibility vested upon ADCs are concerned as per the mandate of the Constitution. Today, if we look at the developments that has unfolded in the preceding years, how can anybody presume and assume that the ADCs can function when their employees are not paid salaries continuously for 43 to 44 months? It has never happened in the past, in the history of Meghalaya. This itself reflects the priority of the people in authority. Whether the authorities who were vested with the responsibility of running the affairs of the ADCs, or whether the people who are vested with the responsibility of running the state. You have to understand that the constitutional provision is such that in order to ensure that the interests of the scheduled tribes are taken into cognizance in the right perspective of the mandate of the Constitution, the provisions enshrined in the Constitutions are self-explanatory. I have always referred to Article 275(1). What does it say? That the Parliament shall earmark an adequate amount of fund charged on the consolidated fund of the Union government. Charged. It is not voted. That means it is understood as to how much is needed. And this particular fund is earmarked in order to ensure that wherever we have the 6 scheduled areas, the programs which are to be designed and implemented for the welfare of the tribals must be adequately provided with in as far as the fund requirement for each intervention is concerned, including augmenting the level of governance and administration of the 6 scheduled areas. That means it applies to the necessary fund to look at the payment of salary for effective administration, augmenting and improving the level of governance. So therefore, the responsibility is vested upon the Union Parliament, Union government, through the Parliament, as well as the state. So nobody can shrug off this responsibility. But today, if we go by the approach of the state, incumbent state government, I have reasons to believe that they have some kind of probably, in other words, I have to ask them whether they intend to slowly watch, district council to become weaker and weaker, that one day people will think about its relevance. But I would like to remind our people that today the provision of 6th schedule is the only weapon, only legal and constitutional weapon given to our tribes. And having understood the importance of such constitutional weapon, our forefathers, while framing the Constitution, have appropriately ensured that that kind of provision does get enshrined in the Constitution of India. And we must understand its importance, its relevance, and we must all therefore come together. That's the reason why I say that despite what other political parties may say, my clarion call to the people of the state should be that when it comes to the election in respect of district council, in respect of electing members to take care of the affairs of the district council in consistence with the mandate of the constitution, read 62 of the Constitution of India, we must all come together. We must think the interest of the Ghadc, put the interest of the Ghadc, put the interest of the people before anything else. That must be the resolve.
So what